What's up, everybody? Welcome back, and hope everybody's having a great day or night whenever you're watching this. I just want to talk about the Bills and the Patriots. And I need to give a very, very heartfelt apology to the Bills fans and their team because I've been on record as saying that I thought the Pats were more trustworthy than the Bills, and I would bet on the Pats to beat them in a playoff game. And oh my God, do I look so dumb with that statement right now? Because the Bills, they came out and just have absolutely thrashed the Patriots tonight. I'm recording this in the middle of the game, and I know it's over because it's like 33-3, and there's like 7 minutes left in the third quarter. It's over. I don't need to see any more from them. They definitely proved me wrong. And I went back and I looked at my theory on why I didn't trust them before was that they don't ever run the ball enough. That's always on Josh Allen, Josh Allen, Josh Allen. And that's costly sometimes. You can't put that much burden on one player. But before I hop into the rest of this, Bills fans, Patriots fans, whoever's watching this, football fans, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. And if you enjoy this kind of content, please like the video. All right, cool. So as I was saying, the Bills, they didn't really run the ball at the time of my last video where I said that they don't ever do it. So that was the first time they played the Patriots. So that was probably like 6-7 games ago, I would guess. Can't remember quite the exact time frame. But I went back and I looked at since then, because ultimately this is why I would start to trust them more, is if they lowered the burden on Josh Allen. So look at their games because they've been on a pretty good roll going into the playoffs. So this is the non-Josh Allen carries because he runs the ball a fair amount, but this is the running backs. This is the guys that Josh Allen just hands the ball off and can relax for a play every once in a while. So they had the game against the Panthers like a month ago. They had 24 carries by the running backs. Allen threw it 34 times. So they have a pretty good mix there. Okay. A couple weeks ago, they had 29 carries against the Falcons. Allen threw it 26 times. So you have a very split ratio. Makes it really hard to go against you. And then they played the Jets in the last game of the season, I believe it was. They had 25 carries against the Jets, and Allen threw 45 times. But the important thing that I found in that is they ran the ball 25 times. They made sure it was mixed up. Okay. Allen threw 45 times, but that it is what it is. They had the game in pretty much control. Game script, I don't really know what was going on there. But to my theory as to why I didn't trust them originally, the games that they lost, where I'm talking about the carries for the running backs compared to the passing attempts by Josh Allen. Trust me, I think Josh Allen's a really incredible player, but you should never have this much burden on one single player in order to carry your team. So in the games that they lost, they had 7 carries against the Buccaneers to 54 pass attempts. That ratio is horrible. The Bucs pretty much knew you're only going to try and pass it. They lost the game. The first time they played the Patriots, they had 19 carries to 30 passes. It's not the greatest ratio, and you lost the game as a result because you couldn't really pound the ball. The game against the Colts where they got thrashed, that was a Jonathan Taylor special, but they had 10 carries against the Colts to 35 passes. That ratio is not good enough, and you're not going to win many games playing like that because it just shows you're probably playing from behind. But the games aren't always like that in the beginning. You should still stick to running the ball and being effective that way. And then this is the really bad one. They had that bad loss against the Jags where they lost like 9-6. So the game was close the entire time. They ran the ball 9 times. 9 times. And if you want to guess how many pass attempts, take a wild guess in your head. If you're guessing 30, you're wrong. If you're guessing 40, you're wrong. It's 47. 47 pass attempts to 9 carries in what was a very close game in terms of the score. So ever since that Patriots game, for whatever reason, now they decided, let's try and run the ball because I think we might have a better chance of winning games tonight with like 7:23 to go when I looked at the stats after watching the game, of course. And this is in the third quarter. They had 14 carries by their running backs, Devin Singletary, Isaiah McKenzie. I think he might be a receiver, but carries that are non-Josh Allen, and they only attempted 20 passes. They're beating them by 30. It's a good mix. It's a good balance. The Patriots can't just say, oh, you're only going to try and throw it against us, so we're just going to sit back and play zone or blitz the heck out of your quarterback. Patriots, they have to be ready for the run and for the pass. So, and I think that's a big reason, other than the Bills defense playing fantastic right now and Josh Allen being on his A game, the fact that they're sticking to a well-balanced game plan. And I think that's really crucial for them down the stretch because while I may not have thought this before, if they're going to go to the Super Bowl or anything like that, they're going to have to be able to do that. You have to be able to run the ball. You have to be able to take the burden off of your quarterback so that he's not having to be superhero every single time he steps back. So This is the perks of running the ball, like in my opinion, and keeping your game plan balanced. It mixes it up so the defense doesn't just hunt your quarterback all day. Pretty much alluded to that earlier. And this is the biggest one to me. It allows your O-line to not just play on their heels all game, pass blocking, because they can't go up the field. When they're allowed to, when we're like, oh, we're running halfback dive, we can just run through people now. Get your O-line more juiced, and they're feeling good about themselves. So they're playing aggressive. And then it just keeps your offense in a nice smooth rhythm to where the defense doesn't know what's coming. So your offense is kind of usually rolling, as we can see by the score right now. And like I said, pretty much throughout the video, it just lowers the burden on Josh Allen, which keeps him away from making crucial mistakes or anything like that. It keeps your quarterback in a good situation, which is what you want to have. So Bills fans, you can have at it in the comments on me, calling me stupid and everything. That's perfectly fine. I am wrong for that prediction that I had. And I'm honestly, I'm happy to be wrong, because I'm not a fan of either of these teams, like in terms of like who my fandom goes to. So I think it's, I would have wished it was a closer game in terms of being a fan of the football, but Bills came out and they sent a message. They're like, bro, Belichick, you've been beating us down, bullying us for like 20 years. We're done with that now. This is over. They made Mac Jones look like a rookie, and they really exposed the Patriots' weaknesses and, really flexed their muscles against them. It's a really, really quality playoff win. I'm happy for the Bills, happy for Josh Allen. He's a baller. Stephon Diggs, love his game. And the defense, they've taken some flack this season, but I like Jordan Poyer. I like Micah Hyde. I'm a big fan of Tre'Davious White, but obviously he's not playing because he's done for the season. But really, really good win for them. I'm really proud of the fact they came out and probably shut up a ton of haters, including myself. And I'm very curious to see what they do going into the next game. I think they're going to play the Bengals. I could be wrong on that. That game should probably be a banger. You got Joe Burrow versus Josh Allen, Jamar Chase, Stephon Diggs. I'm looking forward to that. If that is the game, I could be wrong, like I said. But yeah, Bills fans, whoever's watching this, if you're new, subscribe to the channel. If you enjoyed the video, please like the video. I think it's really simple for them. Run the ball. Make sure you're aggressive with your O-line. Make sure you're just balanced, and you're going to have a really good chance to win a Super Bowl or another couple playoff games, depending how these games go. But yeah, I'm done here. Peace.